Hey, what's up? My name is Sackless, and we're going to be doing another game critique today. If you don't know what this is, I go into another person's random world, and I look at it, and I critique what's good, I critique what's bad, and I give my thoughts on it, and upload it to YouTube. So, this world is 300 the game. It's I'm guessing, supposed to be like the movie. I haven't actually seen the whole movie. I've seen bits and pieces. It looks like a pretty good movie. But I understand this game is not currently complete, and it only has 2 waves of enemies, and the second wave is endless. So, alright, I'm interested to see what it is. This looks like it's supposed to have blood and gore in it, which would be nice, and a skill tree. All that stuff is very appealing to me, and we'll see if it delivers, and I'm also hoping the combat is more than just button mashing. So, let's dive right in. While it's loading, I just want to say that people who are commenting requests, I'll say it again, I'm not taking requests for this. If I take requests, then it'll look like I'm showing favoritism to some people and not to others, so I'm just not doing any requests whatsoever. So you can leave your comments of requests, but I'll probably ignore them. So, alright, come on, here we go. Ooh, a cutscene. Spartans, lay down your weapons. And, oh, not bad. Persians, come and get them. Alright. So, press left trigger to block and form foul necks. Press B to perform shield bash. Press RB to go slow motion. That's handy. Press L to get into formation. Oh, wow. Alright. Okay, so it looks like X. Oh, cool. I actually have a D-pad down there in the corner that I can be summoning, or telling them what to do. Let's see. Alright, shield block. Press right trigger to push enemies. That's cool. Alright, so looks like we're getting a lot of them going. Oh my goodness, my frame rate is dipping. I don't know what I'm running at right here, but it's not good. The atmosphere is top-notch. The shields, I honestly don't remember what the Spartan shields look like, but considering they're custom shields, I would almost guarantee that they're what the actual game looked like. Combat does seem to be pretty much... Oh, those are arrows. I probably should be blocking. Oh my gosh, I'm getting the heck beaten out of me. Okay, I press RB to go to slow motion, which doesn't really change anything considering the game's already going in slow motion. I can see the blood. There's not much of it though. It's more like an effect that displays sometimes. Okay, left trigger, push enemies. How many of my guys are alive? Most of them are alive. That's cool. Alright. So I'm going to play, let's see, defend. Okay, to the hot gates. What does that mean? Alright, I'm pushing it and nothing's happening. Okay, offense. Now it looks like they're getting all offensive. On me. Does that mean they come to me when they can? I know I'm letting my Spartans die. It's a little bit disappointing that a game with so much effort on the atmosphere and sending, my gosh, a lot of enemies. Combat's just button mashing and jumping and all that. It has the other elements, which I really do like, but when it comes to 1 versus 1 combat, it's button mashing, and that's unfortunate. This game has potential to be a lot better than that. Alright, there we go. Okay, my game sped up quite a bit. Looks like we cleared out the first wave. Alright. I like that he says things. Alright, defend. I don't know what... Okay. To the hot gates, I guess. It looks like we're running away for now. Which is something that Spartans never did, but... Oh, alright, we're defending right here. Alright. This works. Now, the second wave is endless. I know that. I like what he did with the helmet. But I'm also a little bit sad that everything has hit reactions. Oh, I died! Alright, let's see. Let's see what the world... What's gonna happen now. Am I just gonna watch as all my friendlies die? That's what it looks like. Oh, Siri is trying to listen to what I'm saying. Oh no, they all died. Enemies who slipped through, 13. Enemies slaughtered, 143. Alright, that wasn't bad. Yeah, that wasn't bad at all. I really liked... Okay, I'll go through my list. Let me pull up my list so I can be very specific and orderly about things. Alrighty, so the attention, it had a good icon, good description, and all that. I liked all that. The learning curve, how approachable was the game? The game was fairly approachable, but there was definitely a lot of things to learn right away. They did not give me much time to learn it. I had pretty much until the first enemy got to me to learn what I needed to do. If there would be a way to kind of stop the game or have it not play until I hit B or something to activate the world, that'd be great. So then I could get used to my controls. The tutorial was good enough. I wouldn't have minded a little bit more in-depth tutorial. But you know what? I'm not going to complain. It worked pretty well. The gameplay, the unique element was that you got to control a bunch of fighters with you. That was bossly. Like when they all lined up and you could do shield bashes and stuff like that. That was sweet. I liked that. It was definitely fun. That being said, it was a little bit easy to get one-to-one combat kills because everyone had hit reactions and you only had one button for combat. That's something I'm probably going to have to say a lot about worlds that are posted. But if you have hit reactions, the combat's close to pointless because you can just button mash until they die. If they didn't have hit reactions, or if some of them did, some of them didn't, that'd make combat a lot tougher. Or if you had more combat choices, like X was a light attack and Y was a heavy, and if you pressed them both, then you'd get a heavy, like a light heavy combo or something like that. Or, I don't know, strafing. Maybe you could pull out your spear and throw a spear at someone. I don't know, all that would be cool. On the technical aspect, the technical is where this game really had some issues. I may open it back up and see if I can have my little developer stuff in the corner, but there were tons of characters on screen at once, and that made the game lag pretty badly. While I liked the atmosphere that having probably 50 enemies on screen did, it made the whole game lag, and I didn't like that. What you could do instead is have their spawn point being much closer to the action, so even though you could have the same number of enemies coming out, but there wouldn't be as many on screen at the same time. That way, the game would run smoother, because this game, if it ran smooth, I feel like I would have done better in it when it died so quickly. Of course, I was also distracted with the D-pad and whatnot. I really did like what the developer did with the D-pad, by the way. That was cool. The controls made sense. I wondered very briefly why there was a slow-mo button, and then I remembered that about a third of the entire motion is in slow motion. So that made sense. It would be cool if while in slow motion, the player speed kicked up a little bit, so he wasn't quite running at the same slow speed as everyone else. Think about like focus mode from Watch Dogs. Even though the world's running slow, Aiden Pierce still has time to aim and shoot and drop several bodies during that time. So, aesthetically, the game was simple aesthetically, except for the Spartans and the enemies, but it all looked good. It looked like clips I'd seen from the movie. I wouldn't mind a little bit more scenery, maybe a little more diversity to the landscape itself, rather than just a flat plain inside of a canyon and some bloody water. But, you know what? It wasn't bad. It fit the mood. The Spartans themselves looked good, but their gargantuan shields looked a little odd. I'm not sure what to say there, because you were definitely going to... The developer was definitely trying to mimic the movie. So, I'd say maybe make the shields a little smaller, though, because they got kind of gaudy. Not gaudy. In your face. The text and the HUD were displayed nicely. It made sense, especially the D-pad down the corner. That was excellently done. It made perfect sense to me. Let's see. And the playable character was not just some generic character thrown in from the... just grabbed off the character model panel and thrown into the world. It was a custom model, had a cool looking helmet, feather thingy, just pretty creative, so I thought it looked good. Overall, my finishing thoughts. The game overall had a good flow and pace to it. It definitely had a high pace to it. an in-your-face kind of, you better get with the action, you're going to die, but considering the source material, I think that works out. The issue that stood out the most to me, without a doubt, was the frame rate issues and how slow the game ran. The game could have run much faster if the enemies would have been spawned closer to the player. The thing that was excellent is the teamwork that the player had control over, and just the atmosphere it gave of you've got a tiny little squadron and hundreds of enemies pouring at you. So that was excellent. And what if I would play this world when it finished its beta, absolutely again. I would love to play it again if you got some of the performance issues figured out, and maybe got some, I don't know, just add more stuff to it, add more combat, and make the hit reactions, take the hit reactions off some or all of the enemies. So overall, this world was an excellent world, and it definitely gets a thumbs up. So thank you guys for watching. This world is 300 by Burncastle 2. Yeah, overall it was pretty good. I didn't see a skill tree. Maybe that's on the way. Maybe I missed it. But I didn't see a skill tree, and I would have loved to have seen a skill tree. Because, hey, who knows? Maybe there was, maybe there were more combat abilities that I was unaware of in the skill tree. So, thank you guys for watching. I'm glad I've gotten such a positive response back from these critique videos. So I'm definitely going to keep making them. Thanks for watching. I will see you guys later.